I mean, I guess from a high level, like what about optimizing sleep itself? I mean, there are so many variables, right? There's the temperature of the bedroom, there's light entry into the bedroom, the phenomena of noise pollution in the modern world is inescapable at this point. There are myriad variables, but what would you say, I guess, are the heavy hitters with regards to optimizing sleep quality?
So it's a really good question. I would say probably the biggest one for me in terms of the easy ones to address would be early dinner, cool environment, dark environment. We've evolved to live in caves. And the other thing that has become really apparent to me recently is the air quality in your room. So this is going a little bit beyond, but I feel this might actually be one of the missing things for me that I kind of disregarded earlier. And when I say air quality, I'm specifically talking about carbon dioxide. So in my setup, I've got a relatively small bedroom because I live in the middle of London. I have me, my wife, and my dog. And so we're all respiring in the middle of the night. There is minimal ventilation in our room, unfortunately, because we live in London. It's cold. You don't want to open the window. And I recently installed a CO2 monitor that you can buy very cheaply on Amazon. There's a whole bunch of reviews there so you can determine which CO2 monitor is the best and which sensors they use. And there's people that geek out on these things massively, far, far beyond my pay grade. But I did some measuring over like a couple of weeks, and I realized our CO2 is super high in our room.
Whoa.
Super high. I mean, it's like above 1,000, and it should be below 300, I think is the threshold. So after doing this, I'm like, okay, we have to do something about this. So air purifiers is one thing. Opening the door is another thing. And I guess getting the window open, but also maintaining heat. So this is something that I'm actively trying to address, because when you've got CO2 that's in your room, it's sort of driving it's activating certain parts of your brain that are recognizing this gas and jolting you awake. So it's actually going to be having an impact on your sleep quality as well. And I think it's under-recognized as, myself, like calling myself out. I didn't really regard this at all. So
wow,
yeah,
that's interesting. Yeah, I remember there was a study that came out over the past year or two that found that just it was like a randomized, I guess, placebo-controlled sleep study where they subjects slept in either a room that had the window cracked or completely closed, and their sleep quality was improved when there was ventilation in the room.
Yeah. And it comes down very simply. I mean, if you just think about this from a chemical point of view, when you are exposed to more CO2 in your environment, it's going to get you to wake up and breathe more. It's just the simple math of the equation. I mean, it's something that we're very acutely aware of in medicine as well. When you're not breathing adequately, you're actually increasing the acidity level of your blood within the normal range, but it's still going to have impacts on how well you ventilate, what your breath rate is, the oxygen levels in your bloodstream. So it's a really interesting area.
I have another tip to throw into the hat. Curious your thoughts. I also, because I always love offering extremely low cost options, because I think one of the problems with the wellness world, which I'm sure you've seen, it's like everything costs an arm and a leg. It's like
absolutely.
But these solutions don't have to be expensive.
Yeah.
You hear oftentimes about the value of blackout curtains, right? Like it's so important to keep your bedroom dark. But I found that actually what makes me feel way better, I don't even close the curtains in my bedroom. I leave them open, and I bought a cheap sleep mask.
Oh, nice.
On Amazon, cheap velvet sleep mask. And that serves two, I think, really cool purposes, better than what blackout curtains might offer. So for one, I black out all of the light, like in my eyes, right? So I'm sleeping in complete darkness because I've got this mask on. But then as soon as I wake up, I take the mask off, and all of the natural light in the bedroom enters my eyes, as opposed to me just like laying in bed, cuddling with my cat, looking at my phone while those blackout curtains or whatever stay on, because it takes a little bit of effort to get out of bed. Like sometimes there's like that delay. The eye mask is so great because it blacks out my sleep periphery, and then I just take it off, like while I'm still in bed.
And it's portable. So when you're traveling, which I'm assuming you do quite a bit, right? Like you said you're coming to London, which I'm super excited about. it means that you can take that mini sleep environment with you, and it's like portable. The one thing I would say is that because my wife uses sleep masks and I use sleep masks, but I've got something called meibomian gland dysfunction. So that's where like the oils that provide moisture to the surface of your eye to make sure that they don't over dry, etc., are slightly dysfunctional. And so when I started using a sleep mask, I started getting styes because there's pressure on my eye. Like if you think about a normal sleep mask, you got pressure on your eye, and it can disrupt the oils that are naturally going from the base of your lid all the way to the top and then just providing the moisture. So you can buy these on Jeff Bezos' shop or wherever you want to go, but it's one where it's like there's like a bit of a concaveness to it, so it actually protects your eyes, so you can blink without anything like on it, but it gives you the same blackout picture, but it just protects your eyes. So it's like mini eye like masks, ever like eye cups. Yeah.
That's cool. All that is to say, I definitely prefer just wearing an eye mask as opposed to closing blinds in my bedroom. Like I don't even close them anymore. I leave them open so that the moment I wake up, I can take that off and my windows are open. I can see outside.
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
Hey, if you liked that video, you need to check out this one here, and I'll see you there.